to go ahead and continue our media availabilities with Kyle Busch, driver number 8 Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. If you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll get a mic up to you. We'll start down here with Lee.
Lee Spencer, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio and CatchFences.com. Can you talk about the initiative over at Dover Air Force Base this week?
Yeah, Cheddar's has a special promotion for, red, white, and blue, obviously. And, we wanted to give honor to the service members that are over here, Dover Air Force Base, Dover being the next race on the Cheddar's calendar. And so Cheddar's has painted their car red, white, and blue for this weekend, also in honor of veterans that have or do work at Cheddar's. There's 67 names on the deck lid this weekend, and we're here to honor those, but also paid a visit over to the military base to help honor some more that were over there.
What was your take from the visit?
It's always enjoyable to be able to go and spend some time with our service members and, their passion for the sport and, what they enjoy to see going around the racetrack on Sundays. And so it was really, really cool to just spend some time with them, sign some autographs, take some pictures. There was a foreign exchange student group that was there as well, too, that got to spend some time checking out the race car and looking around on that. So, it was a really good piece by Cheddar. So we appreciate them serving lunch for everyone as well. And, made it a good time for everyone.
We'll come right here in the middle, the black shirt.
Tim Moore Motorsports today. Kyle, throughout your career here, you've had a bunch of wins, but you've also had a bunch of DNFs. Here at the Monster Mile, just how hard is it to stay out of trouble? And would you say it's easier for you to find trouble trouble to find you rather than it is for you to perhaps find trouble on the racetrack here?
That question started really rough, by the way.
Sorry.
I would probably venture to say that I've had a bunch of wins at a lot of tracks and also a bunch of DNFs at a lot of tracks. So I think you have feast or famine just about everywhere. Here at Dover, winning 3 times has certainly been, the highlight, and we've had some really, really good runs as well, too, of being close to winning. I remember that time when I was so close with the 5 car and finishing second to Jimmy Johnson right up his tailpipe, was told to leave him alone and let him win the race. So, it's just been a great track for me over the years, same as Richmond has, Bristol has, a bunch of places. So it's a great place to race. It's fun. It's really challenging, but yet, lends itself to really good drivers, really good cars.
I'm Tromper Motorsports today. So looking at the weekend last year at Dover was obviously one of your best runs of the season. You got the pole, you finished top 5. So I'm just wondering, is there anything that can be taken from that, even though it was an April race compared to July now, the new tire compound, there are a lot of differences, but is there anything you could take from last year's run to help you?
I would say that you take everything that you did use last year because it was good for you, and you try to just look at all of that and try to replicate that as much as you can without knowing anything about the tire, with no tire test being here, no wheel force test being here, anything like that. We're all sort of up in the air on exactly what that's going to be. So you might as well just copy and paste last year and go out there on the racetrack and hope that it suits your race car again this year like it did last year.
Thanks.
We'll come down here to Cole, and then we'll go to Jeff, Kelly, and Dustin.
Cole Cusimano with the Arizona Republic. Kyle, you're the winningest active driver here at Dover, obviously, with 3 wins. That means you got 3 miles the Monster Trophies. I'm curious what it was like, if you can reflect back, what it was like winning that first trophy here, and if that Miles the Monster Trophy is one of the more sought after as a driver.
I think it's so hard to win races anymore, honestly, that you take any one that you can get. It doesn't matter if it's here at Dover or Martinsville or Phoenix or wherever. You certainly will just want to win the race. And there's definitely some cool trophies that are out there, and Dover being one of those with the cool monster trophy that you get. That's a special piece. So always looked up to that trophy, and I was able to win a couple truck ones, a couple Xfinity ones, but then finally was able to capture the big one with Sunday win for my first time. And they're all special, and they all mean a lot. But this place is very tough, especially in that era. Going up against Jimmy, was really hard to get those Dover trophies as he was hoarding them all.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Kyle, last year there was a lot of talk about after this race, should people get rid of the mirrors? Should NASCAR take the mirrors away from you guys? Because this is a track where aero blocking is so prevalent, as Denny did to Larson last year. What's your stance on the mirror? Do you want it? Do you want it in the cars? Do you want to get rid of it?
I mean, I don't. Us talking about it isn't going to change anything, right? But I would say that if you run the mirror, you don't get a spotter. If you want a spotter, then you don't get the mirror, the camera. So pick one.
What would you pick?
What would I pick? I would pick the spotter over the mirror.
We'll go to Kelly and then wrap with Dustin.
Kelly Crono, Racer.com. Kyle, with NASCAR combining now the practice session for everybody getting out there for 50 minutes, is that a benefit to have everybody on track at the same time? And even when it comes to being able to evaluate where everybody stacks up, being out there at the same time instead of split into groups?
I must be really stupid because I was scratching my head on why. What are we doing? But then I thought, I was like, well, if it rains, which I guess we're worried about some sort of weather that's not here, that one group gets practice and the other doesn't. So if the track is just open, everybody can go. So if you miss out, you miss out. It's your own fault. So I think that's really the only reason why it happened that way. But there's not enough, we don't have enough tires, you know? Like you can't, we have probably 10 minutes of tire and we have 50-minute sessions. So you're gonna have to be mindful of just, if you go out and run 5 laps and come in and look for an adjustment, go out and run 5 laps, come in and look for an adjustment. But if you want to go out there and make a long run like we all typically do at all of these big places, then you're going to go until you feel like you shouldn't go any further, and you'll be done on your first set, your only set.
Go ahead, Dustin.
Dustin Levino, J-Ski. Kyle, 2 good finishes in a row. How much are you looking at the points with 6 races left?
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously looking at it every week. I mean, I think we leave probably the 5th race of the year looking at points, like where are we at, what are we doing, but honestly, points take care of themselves when you run good. Results is what matters, and being able to get stage points and being able to get good finishes will all equate to higher point totals and you not having to look at the sheet. So obviously a win and you're in, and you really don't have to pay any attention to it. So you know, that's certainly on our radar right now. We've had a couple good weeks where we've made up some of the deficit. I feel like there is potential and opportunity for us to continue that way, and we want to continue to climb that way and put ourselves obviously above the cut for making the playoffs.
All right, Kyle, thanks for your time. Good luck.